thoughts are back on the twisted Scaleritas and his honeyed words of violence.
You called for me, milady? I don't need to. They are all the same. There is but one thing on your mind, and it won't go away until your thirsty urge is sated. I come here, for I wish to bring you another powerful tithe. But I cannot grant you this prize quite yet. You must do something divinely unspeakable first. Oh, the reward will titillate your twitching urge in preparation for the rest of your inheritance to come. You will receive a royal prize for killing this pretty girl. Isabel, the cleric with the sweetest face of the moon. She is too precious to live. Why? The greatest crime of them all. Nothing at all. Oh, no catch at all. You will get to see the beautiful sight of an entire village filled with bodies. You adore piles of bodies, Master. They have always been your favorite. Oh, I only live to advise. Oh, Master, consider the tiny mishap with the bard you had the last time we met. Your unconscious clever mind hungers for extreme violence. Who knows who you might kill next if you do not satisfy your urge. Be true to yourself, my lady.
Sir, I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so, probably safest to skip it. I would, but you have so many friends already. Well, in that case, I'm all yours. That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Standing around is making me antsy.
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
Don't wander far.
Last night's best bargains,
talk.
right here.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your very good health.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Garlac. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
You want to deny the parasite has any sort of hold on you, but somehow you can't. Jahira spots your confusion, and her eyes narrow.
It's the wine. I added a herb to your cup that betrays your lie. Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? That was a public display of hope, despite private reservations. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. You've been to the towers. Incredible. Your parasite has already served you well. I suppose you know about Ketherick then. His invincibility. That we'll never cleanse this place until he's made to bleed. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless. But experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. The light is rather dim out here in the Shadowlands. The point remains. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketherick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Calamsham rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played. Hell is wherever I take it. I just call it hope, remember? But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
You haven't told them? And you've kept your clothes on this whole time. How unlike you. Why not let them see? Don't be shy.
God damn it.
Don't worry. I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Well, now you know. Perhaps I should have. I'm not exactly used to asking for help and being met with, well, help. But what's done is done, so how about we stop talking about it and just get on with things? Although I should probably get dressed first.
Look where city be tracking.
Hiss! I say hiss!
Your years of hunting and tracking have taught you to recognize a territorial animal when you see it.
I'll allow it. I slinked, of course. You've had enough, now go. Quickly, hiss! Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar.
She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I thought I'd scout ahead, check for any nasty surprises, of which I found a great deal. Shades, death, harpers, flaming fist, and this, of course. There's a recipe I'm trying to replicate. Something that might help you. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others. In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren. Let's call a thing a thing. A deep gnome won't get far into the Absolute's orgy of evil. We already learned that in the Underdark with those sadistic Dwergar, didn't we? You, on the other hand, have proven resourceful. I'll do my part, according to the Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, nor have I. Everything in its due course, First, I seek not promises, my friend. Now, you, off to your heroism, as it were. Some of us are counting on you. Perhaps a bit more of this. Hadn't thought of that.
An extra blade could be the difference between rescuing Duke Ravengard or losing him forever.
Nice to see a friendly face come out the shadows for once.
Flame Colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art Colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help. We found him out in the shadows.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer. No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must. A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe. If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
You notice nothing that might indicate a prognosis. He spent a long time in the Shadowfell, a Sharan realm without color or light. It's had a terrible effect on him. Without a reminder of who he is, of what he held dear, his mind will remain lost to the darkness. His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
This was in his pocket. If he does, he isn't sane.
Last light
might be worth a look.
I missed that! Awesome! Want to?
Still me, even after everything.
I will, damn it!
More for me.
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another. I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. Lead the way, then.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. At least things have stayed interesting.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale. Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him. I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. I will be. Soon. I am perhaps just one hard day away from being without any troubles at all. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder, and with company to match. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure. Afraid? No. I am terrified. But fear, or courage, or reason cannot change the charge I've been given. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms. One moment with you could sate me for a lifetime and prize the fear from my heart. I'm so very glad you came to share this with me. I know this is all unreal, but I created it for you. You must know that you're very special to me. If things were different, if we were home, I'd have taken time to do things properly, to say it all better. But time is short. I'm in love with you. That's a relief. It would be a shame to spend my final hours making an ass of myself. And you're a bad liar. I lived the life of a hermit for some time before I met you. Safer for all, but not conducive to pleasures of the flesh. I want it to be perfect. To bond with you in the way the gods do, intertwining our spirits in visions of the weave. Are you sure? I could conjure up any sight that you could dream of, and a few you could not. I could use the weave to make us feel sensations beyond reckoning. I could do more than woo you. I could wow you. How about the perfect night in Waterdeep? Yes? Let's imagine how it would be. The scene is this. You and I stand in the room that is the center of my universe. Sculptures, the paintings, the walls livened by the spines of 1,000 books. The grand piano plays the Lyrian suites all by itself, and as we look out beyond the arches that lead to the terrace, we see the weary sun take its daily dive into the sea. My favorite spot. Many times, evening turned to night and back to daybreak once more while I sat here, lost in words. Oh, allow me to live dangerously while I still can. This one here is called The Art of the Night. It details the first 1,000 nights of a newlywed king and queen. They turned everything they did into an art. The art of conversation, the art of taste, time-honored and newly acquired. The art of the body, the exploration and acceptance of the self and the other. The art of the night itself. They say we take a page from their book. I'm many things, but coy's not one of them. What do you say? The stars will be our bed. Come here. I confine ourselves to the pleasures of mortal flesh. There's but one stitch in a vast tapestry. Let me show you more. The old ways, then. If that is what you wish, so be it. small gesture towards your comfort.
May the darkness protect you.
I wanted to talk to you about our night together. Have you ever walked to the very edge of a great precipice and shuddered at how easy it would be to step into the void? Ever since Elminster told me of Mistra's expectations of me, felt like I've been walking along such a cliff face. The great drop to nothingness, never out of my sight. But you led me away from the edge. Without your words, your touch, I fear I would have sought purpose and solace in that void. You reminded me what living can feel like. I had been hoping you'd say that. To be an object of pity. I couldn't live with that. I hope the end is much farther away than I had suspected. I hope that night meant as much to you as it did to me. And I hope we all have more time together. Together. Alone. I'll see that there is. Woe betide anyone who tries to stop me. There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. No matter. After all, a bond like ours hardly needs words to express it.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul. She's stubborn, yes. Bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But as ambitious as she is, Moll's no fool. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away. Then Raphael collects another trophy. You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom.
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.